kongei akoyai kambaget en oret nebo kalyet en wikit nekosirtoi. Konuchi nebo kicheret nebo engei nebo Kalenjin Community en Mombasa Benjamin Choge komwa kandoichotok kole makibaorionji ng'emetab kalyet age tugul en kambaget nekoyai neranik en Pwani en betut nebo kwang'wan kasi wikit nekosirtoi.
Tumekaa hapa ili tuweze kupongeza wananchi wote wa Kenya kwa sababu ya yale tuliweza kushuhudia siku mbili imepita on 25th, siku ya maandamano ya GNC. Honestly speaking, it was so good that Kenyans have decided to change their character. Wamekuwa watu wa kuheshimika na wamekuwa watu wa kutii sheria. Kwanza nataka nipongeze amani ambapo iliwekwa na Wakenya. Nataka nipongeze polisi wakiongozwa na IG. Kwa sababu mara ya kwanza tuliona IG akizunguka Kenya. Akizunguka kule Nairobi, kutoka kwa station nyingine mpaka nyingine, akaweka usalama, akaongoza wenzake kwa kuweka usalama. OCBDs ambao walitembea hapa Mombasa, tulikuwa na OCBD Chenulot ambaye alikuwa anatembea akiongoza watu pamoja na wale walikuwa wanaandamana. Kuna polisi wengine, kuna OCBD wengine wengi na polisi wengine tuliwaona wakifanya kazi nzuri. Tunataka kuwapongeza na kuwapatia kongole kwa kazi nzuri, kwa sababu ile kazi mnafanya inatuonyesha ya kwamba Kenya tumebadilika. Hiyo ni kwa section ya security. Congratulations na mfanye kazi nzuri namna hiyo. Hatujasikia mtu alikufa, hatujasikia mtu aliwawa na risasi, na hiyo ndio tunastahili kuhiga kama Kenya. Na tunastahili kupongeza watu wote ambao walikuwa wanasimamia security. Asanteni sana. Nyinyi vijana GNCs, you've transformed a lot of things in Kenya. Politically tumeweza kusonga mbele kama wa Kenya kwa sababu ya ile mwamko wenu ambao mmeleta. Tunashukuru sana kwa sababu Kenyans, we want to appreciate our youth and we want to encourage you to go forward and to take forward this initiative in the best way and in the interest of the communities. Kwa sababu kama jamii hatuwezi kaa kando, tunastahili kupongeza nyinyi wakati mnafanya kazi mzuri. Na pia tunataka ku request, tuliona mambo mengi hiyo wakati wa 25. Ile ilikuja juu zaidi ni opposition leaders. Ndugu yangu ambaye ni baba wetu, ambaye nilisaliwa akiwa kwa uongozi, Kalonzo Musyoka, James Orengo ambaye nilimuona akipigania maneno ya multipartyism in Kenya, akiwa anatubwa juu ya lori, akiwa anatubwa kwa matrela ya gari ya polisi. Mpaka juzi nimemuona akishika wamama mikono, wamama wale ambao walipoteza watoto wameshikwa mikono na hao viongozi. Wakati serikali walianza kutawanyisha watu, waliwaja wamama wamesimama pale. How can you be so, hata sijui kusema namna gani, sitaki kuwaambia vibaya, lakini tulishangaa kama Wakenya. Na mimi nataka niwaombe Wakenya, hiyo iwe picha ya kuona ya kwamba hakuna kiongozi hata mwenye ako kwa serikali atakwambia atasimama na wewe wakati wote, atakuaja.
Ya Gen Z ya mwaka huu imeset record ya kwamba sisi ni Wakenya. Damu ambayo iko katika damu yangu na damu ya ndugu yangu hawa anatoka katika tabaka mbalimbali, sote ni Wakenya. And the Gen Zs, they are teaching us a lesson irrespective of tribe, origin and where someone comes from. They are uniting the country and they are speaking one language, kwamba they need change. I'm really congratulating the area county commissioner Mombasa. Yeye alitembea na waandamanaji kutoka pembe za ndovu, akapokea malalamishi yao, ambayo baadhi yale malalamishi ni yale ambayo serikali imeweka pesa ya kukompensate wale watoto ambao tulipoteza. Nafikiri hiyo ni kitu muhimu sana, sisi kama Wakenya tunajifunza.
Akatestai ko mache President William Ruto kewek ortinwek chebo keny en katigonetab lagok asikeistoengei atebosiek cheyach chemwoe kole kochutyi lagokab emoni. Kong'ololen igorto nekoiboibochi kenyisiek 60 kong'eten ketoi sukulit nebo Burieruri Boys nebitoni Gembe Central en county nebo Meru, komwa Ruto kole kotestai kipsomaninik kosuldae neutik cheboto belsetab sukulisiek kosubkei ak nemanyoru katigonet nemie ak ripset kobun sigik.
Welcome to Meru. Karibu sana. Meru tupo salama. We are okay.
In recent weeks, our nation has watched with deep concern incidents of unrest in some of our schools, causing anxiety among parents, distress among teachers, and concern across the country. These events should make all of us reflect. They remind us that education is not only about passing examinations. but also about forming character, resolving differences peacefully, and understanding that every action carries consequences. To parents, I make a sincere appeal. A school can educate a child, but it cannot raise one. It cannot raise your child. Be present in your children's lives. Know their friends. Understand their struggles. Walk beside them every milestone and every season. Let us recover the wisdom of African parenting, where no child belonged to one household alone, but to the whole community, where every elder was a guardian and every child a shared responsibility. That wisdom has never ceased to matter. Indeed, we need it now more than ever. Let us stand around our children so that none of them walks life's hardest journeys alone.
Lastly, Mr. President, is just to encourage you as you lead our nation to help us navigate this very delicate situation we are having so that we can have more patriotic, more focused, and more value-led young people. Because I say so, as the minister has said, we've had a bit of indiscipline, not in all schools, in some schools.
We have had an unrest in a number of our schools. We have had situations where there have been fires, some leading to loss of life, which is very, very unfortunate. And we've agreed that we are going to form a multi-stakeholder team to discuss the issues that are affecting our students in all our schools. We want all of us as stakeholders in the education sector, from parents, from the government, from teachers, from the people in the religious sector and sponsors, to come together so that we can ensure that we get a solution to this perennial problem that is affecting our children. Because without discipline in our schools, we will not have a situation where we are developing leaders of tomorrow.
Aga konerekchi President William Ruto kondek alak chebo upinzani chetestai korirtoen inendet kotinygei ak rutoiyokab bandaptai chetestai koyoe en komoswek cheterter chebo emet. Ng'ololen county nebo Meru komwa Ruto kole tindoi maket nebo koker kole kabit bandaptai en komoswek tugul chebo emoni ak kounotok kotestai korutechin komoswek cheterter asi kochigil ak kolumda boisionichotok kotinygei ak lewenisiet nebo 2027. Komwa Ruto kole chobot kobelgei ak kandoikab upinzani en lewenisionotok.
Nyinyi mnajua kuna watu wamekuwa viongozi katika hii Kenya miaka 50. They have nothing to show for it. Ni kurandaranda tu, kuzurura, nothing. Amekuwa waziri hapa, waziri pale, waziri sijui wapi. Juzi na waona ati wanafurahi sana kwa sababu ati Wakenya hawakuenda kazini. Yaani Wakenya walipoteza muda. Vile they have wasted all their time for 50 years. They are celebrating when people don't go to work. Because they have never worked in any place. They have done nothing with their lives. So mimi nataka niwaambie wale majamaa mnajiaibisha. Na hii uchaguzi iko hapa mbele. Wale watu tutawaonyesha kivumbi watashangaa. Ni kweli ama si kweli? They will get shocked. Unajua wanafikiri ya kwamba wanaweza kutuadaa. Wanatubeba ufala. Mtu ambaye hana record ya kufanya kitu chochote. Nyinyi mkipima wale watu wako na agenda kweli ya kupeleka Kenya mbele? Si mmewasikia wakikuja hapa? Wakisimama hapo barabarani wanaongea vile tutajenga shule. Wanaongea vile tutazalisha kilimo. Wanaongea vile tutapata mambo ya matibabu. Si wakikuja hapo ni kasongo, sijui nini. Ati ile kazi kubwa wamefanya. Ati nikutafutia mimi jina ati kasongo. Wale watu ni mafala sana bwana. Si kama tunaelewana. You know, people who have no plan, no agenda, no program, nothing. Wanazungusha tu maneno hapa ya bure, na wanafikiria ya kwamba ati wa Kenya hawatofautishi kati ya mtu mwenye ako na agenda na mtu ya makelele. Wanafikiri kelele ndio Wakenya watapigia kura. Mimi nataka niwaulize nyinyi watu wa Meru, tunatembea pamoja kwa hii safari ama mko na mpango ingine? Pamoja kabisa tubadilishe Kenya. Hebu nione kwa mikono wala wanasema tutatembea pamoja tubadilishe Kenya. Meru hoye!
Mimi nataka nihakikishie rais hapa tumejipanga na mambo ya 2 term. Ni kweli si kweli? Ni kweli si kweli? Iko mtu atapiga kura nje? Wameru hoye! Wameru hoye! Si namna hiyo. Next year kura yetu yote kwa William Samoei, ama mnasemaje jameni? Rais Ruto ni fire si fire? Aendelea si endelee? Ni noma si noma? Wacha nione 2 term ya Rais William Ruto, 2 term ya hey.
Your Excellency, the team that talks about 1 term, because we know they have a little bit of a problem in understanding issues. I suspect that they do not mean 1 term. My suspicion is that they mean 1 more term, to make 2 terms for you. Because what you've done has never been done before in this country, and you inspire all of us to continue working.
Tukaongoza Kibaki miaka 10 akaongoza, hakuna 1 term. Tukamuongoza Uhuru Kenyatta miaka 10, hakuna 1 term. Tukaanza Gachagua miaka 2, hakuna 1 term. Wakati ule kijana Mkalenjin William Ruto ametoka kule Mkono Mtakatifu akagusa kijana yetu Meru Kithure Kindiki, ndio tunaambiwa 1 term. Tunasema kwamba William Samoei Ruto Meru tuko na kura almost 1.1 million, na hizo kura zote ni sako, ya kwamba tunajua kwamba tutakuwa namba 1 kupiga kura katika Mount Kenya bila ilivyo. Hebu mpigeni makofi mtu.
Kakomangei Speaker nebo National Assembly Moses Wetangula akoesio ng'alalutik chebunu alak kandoik chebo Western Kenya chemwoe kole tomo kosuldaen President William Ruto kayanchinet nekityak kandoikab komosatak kotinygei ak boisionik en komosatak. Kong'ololen sautikab Jumapili chekokei en kaniset nebo St Francis Mianga Catholic Church nemiten Bomula en county nebo Bungoma. Komwa Wetangula kole tesetai boisionik chebo teksetab ortinwek en komosatak bo Western Kenya ako notok komobo iman ng'alalutik chotok.
Ndugu yangu Musalia Mudavadi waliweka mkataba wa 30% na Mheshimiwa Ruto, akasema watajenga barabara kilomita 1,100. Yangu nauliza tu Rais Ruto afanyie watu wa Bungoma, watu wa Western ile maneno alisema. Hapo nimekosa?
Because wewe na mimi Jack hatuna mabishano. What you want I don't want, what I want you don't want. Mimi niko kwa safari yangu, wewe uko kwa safari yako. Heshima ndio mimi nataka. Hizi barabara mbunge wetu kijana yangu Jaka na hesabu zote zilikuwa zimekwama tulipoingia kwa serikali. Misigo Brigidia ilianzishwa na Uhuru ikakwama. Barabara ya kutoka Musikoma kwenda Kakamega ilikwama. Barabara kutoka Musikoma kwenda Mungati ilibakia nafasi kidogo pale Mateka, haijakuisha kwa daraja. Barabara ilitoka kule Teso ikasimamia Malakisi ilikwama. Barabara ilitoka kule Nalondo ikielekea kule Chwele ilikuwa imekwama. Hizi barabara zote Mheshimiwa Jack, the contractors are back and they are going on. I can put you in my car and take you to each and every one of them. Makontrakta wamerudi.
So mimi nawaomba tukienda 2027 tushike kadi ya kura, tushike vipande na tuunge Mheshimiwa William Ruto mkono, ili akipita kura hata hii stesheni ya Mianga, stesheni ya Soko, tukileta stima, hata hii vocational training
hii shule institute iko hapa, Mheshimiwa Speaker, wapewe affordable housing za hostels.
Do you know how much we gave him? The whole of Western, we gave him 20%. 20%. And out of the 20%, the vote came from Bungoma. It's only Bungoma that gave him 69.8%. Kakamega was 10%. Busia was 5%. Vihiga was 15%. Trans Nzoia was 30%. So it is not true that we agreed, we delivered, and it was not delivered. Isitoshe, baada ya hiyo kupeana hiyo 20 against 70, Papa Weroma alispeak, Musalia ali PCS, Oparanya ali minister, Deborah Mulongo Barasa ali minister.
Angalia vile hii serikali ya Rais William Ruto vile amepanga. Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya anatoka Rift Valley. Judiciary Mount Kenya. Na mwenye anasimamia bunge la kitaifa, the chairman, mwenye anasimamia bunge ni mtoto wetu, si mwingine, anaitwa nani? Anaitwa nani?
Kaugun Summit MP nebo Aldaen County nebo Nandi, Marian Kitany, koiti biikab emoni kosirgei en chong'indo koik birikab kura asikomuch kolipan kandoik cheimuch koyai boisionikab bandab tai en lewenisiet neo nebo 2027. Ng'ololen tuyetab empowerment nekokiyai en Keyo South ak Moiben komwa Kitany kole kura en bandab tai nebo emet ak kunotok konyolu en biikab emet koker kole kaimuch kosirgei asikomuch koisto kandoik chemaboisie ak kolumda kandoik cheimuch koib walet en bororiet.
Mambo ya ukabila tulikuwa tumesahau, tulikuwa tumezika kwa kaburi la sahau, lakini huyu mtu anataka kuturudisha huko nyuma, tuanze mambo ya ukabila. Tutakubali hiyo mambo kweli? Kwa sababu mtoto wetu hapa Moiben anaweza olewa huko Nyeri. Unataka mtoto huko Nyeri wachapwe? Mtoto wa Nyeri anaweza olewa huko Marsabit. Tunataka mtoto wake achapwe huko Marsabit. So tunataka hii Kenya iwe kimoja. Lakini huyu mtu amesema anataka kutawanya hii Kenya. Lakini nimeangalia huyu mtu nikasema ako na shida moja. Nikaangalia, nikamsoma, nikasema nafikiri anafaa kupelekwa hospitali inaitwa Mathare. Ngolimbaldai komite soge niketeje ne uniba chepkorio nikiteje chepkorio yu. Mite affordable housing niketeje ngolinda ku yutagyu. So mutai yamande alda olina kanyoyu komite soge ne mi yutag na gargang ni ndangni. Mite affordable housing ne unimba alda ne mite yu. Ako tukuja tukul ni mtu moja amefanya hiyo kazi ikwe sawa Kenya mzima. Na huyo mtu anaitwa Daktari William Samoei Ruto. Tumekuwa na wa rais wa tano. Tano ni Rais William Ruto. Wale wengine waine wote wamekuja wameenda. Hawakukumbuka kuwa watu wa huku, watu wa Aldai, watu wa Nyeri, watu wa kila mahali wanahitaji soko. Ni huyu wa kwanza ndio amekumbuka sisi. Tunaambia yeye nini? 2 terms, ndio? Huyu president ameamua kuwa kila mtu apate nyumba. Na hizo nyumba inaendelea kujengeka. Tunaambia yeye nini? Kaoga sawa Martin we. Agile aitu amote. Ni mingi ama kidogo? Ni mingi. Lakini kuna watoto wako nyumbani hamjakata kura. Si wako? Sinaongelesha wamama hapa leo. Na wamama wadanganyi. Si ni kweli? Si kuna watoto wako nyumbani hawana kura? Si wako? Mtafanya bidii wakate kura. Mtatufanya bidii. Tunataka hiyo numbers iende juu. Ndio kesho tukisema tunataka 2 term tunapata 2 term. Na 2022 najua mlipiga kura, lakini 27 kura yenye nataka ihesabiwe Moiben ni 100% turnout. Mnatuambia hivyo? Mtatoka wote? Kila mtu atoke apige kura.
Kawaita Samet sirindet ne Ministry nebo Somanet John Lekakeny Ruto koiti kipsomaninikab emoni koker kole ketindoi tekisto Akora kokilgei asikobataen somanet akonyor boisionik yeiwong somanenywan. Kong'ololen tuyet nebo kila kenyit nebo AGM en sukulitab tibik nebo Masai Girls High School en Narok komololtoi kole bo komonut atebet nemie en kwenutab kipsomaninik amun toreti en kanaptaetab somanet ole nyolu kipsomaninik tugul kokilchigei somanet asikoik biik chekitiengei en betusiek chemiten tai. Kailos ololtoi sukulinoto kosubkei netestai koyai komie en somanet.
Nawapongeza kwa sababu ya nidhamu na heshima ile ambayo mmedumisha, na hiyo inahusu sisi wote. Taifa lolote ama shule yoyote katika taifa letu itasimama imara ikiwa imeshikilia nidhamu. Currently carrying out assessment of all the schools across the nation. County directors of education and the regional directors have been guided accordingly on what they are supposed to do and what guidelines and procedures are supposed to be followed. But I've already gotten a report about this school. From the report I've gotten, it is very clear that you qualify for C1. When I saw what the governor has done, when the governor, I'm happy. The administration block that you have done, and the 10 acres, I'm particularly very happy about the 10 acres. You know, we are expanding, and land is very important.
Hiyo kitendo ambayo tumeona kwa utumishi girls na zile zingine tumesikia, tusiai kusikia mambo kama hiyo kwa hii shule. Ishindwe, shetani ishindwe ama sishindwe? Hao wamejipanga mpaka za girls vitu mbili. Na hiyo ndio mimi nataka kufanya saa hizi. Ya kwanza nilikuwa nimepromise nyinyi ya kwamba kuna shamba hapa ambayo mmekuwa naye lakini haikuwa yenyu. Hand over officially title deed kwa hii shule.
Hao watoto tumekuwa na changamoto kwa mashule zetu. Na sababu kubwa, na nashukuru Bishop amehubiri hapa vizuri, ni kwamba tumeachilia watoto sana na tumekuwa very busy na shughuli zetu za kila siku tukitafuta unga. Na tunapoenda kutafuta unga bila watoto hatuna familia. Kesho la taifa letu la Kenya hiko kwa hao watoto. Na tukilea watoto wetu vizuri tutaendelea, kwa sababu tutakuwa na kesho yetu. Nataka kuwahimiza wazazi, hata watoto watakapoenda midterm siku ya leo, tafadhali tuketi na watoto wetu tuweze kuwahimiza watoto waweze kushika nidhamu kwa mashule, kwa sababu kuchoma shule, kuchoma madarasa, kuchoma watoto wenzetu na kuwaua, hatujalea watu ambao watakuwa wauaji. Hatujalea watoto ambao wamekuja shule ili watoke wakati wanataka. Shule iko na taratibu zake, na mimi nimesema jambo hili likiendelea tutarudisha kiboko kwa mashule. Jambo hili likiendelea tutaweka sheria kwamba mtoto yote ambaye atachoma shule, mtoto yote ambaye atachoma darasa, mtoto yote ambaye ataua mtoto mwingine mwenzake, huyo mtoto arudishwe nyumbani akae na mzazi wake, ili shule zetu ziweze kuendelea vizuri, kwa sababu hatuna nafasi kamwe ya uhalifu.
Ningependa kwanza kushukuru Mheshimiwa Governor kwa kutujengea administration block ya wasichana wetu. Tumepata nafasi ya kupitia hii administration block ya kufungua officially, na ni administration block ya kipekee ya ofisi karibu 10. Hebu tupigie makofi.
Aketestai ketokchinigei county nebo Bomet ole nyolu en sigik koib boroindo netai en kotikonetab lagok asikekirinda atebosiek cheyach en kwenutab lagokwak. Nito kosubkei ak MP nebo Bomet East Richard Yegon nemwoe kole tindoi boroindo neo sigik en ribetab lagok, kole kamwa kole chang lagok chekechutyi atebosiek chemanyolu kosubkei ak sigik chemoribe ak kotikoni ichek. Kinyoru report nebo Festus Rono.
Kosubkei ak MP nebo Bomet Richard Yegonunwet konyolu ACK kokoik chemiten tai en kotigonet koityi lagokwak asikomuch konyor atebet nemie missing ko koboisien kasarta nemiten gaa kipsomaninik.
Watoto wetu anaumi recess lao kwa half term. Ako sikobwa half term ko most of them ko komite shida nekokabitoi. Kokere kebele sukulishek kiname nebo utumishi academy en olimbo Gilgil. Akotar lagok 16. Ako lagok ko kibelege. Na ni kwa sababu gani? Sisi wazazi tumewachana na kuangalia watoto wetu. Amache keriki lagok kyok. Mara mingi kokokebokokyi lagok konetik. Ako inai ile konetindet ko lakwet nebo koin akine. Ngoker amu raini kowekingei lakwet komoe kobir mwalimu. Ako le akure babanyun anan akure mama nenyun kotiengei shida nemi. Nekabit en classrooms. Mekimoche lakwet kele kalyan. Koking'ololen en bunge ako kotaketin kidogo lakini kimakidebate king'ololen en Kamukunji. Kemwoe kele akot kibokoni kinye ko kitoreti lagok, o kitoretech akeche sikor komit nguni ketinye nyiganatet ak keng'olole kouni, ko amu kikibele kiboke ngowekse lagok kowendi sukul among'u ale sigindet age tugul kokong'olochi lakwenyi. I believe each and every parent has talked to their children.
Kates Yegon kole tinye tetutik chebo kekanapta somanet en sub-county nebo Bomet East nekamwa ine kole basaris chekokokoito ko wendi kotese koitet nebo kipsomaninik chebendi konyoru toretet.
Mimi kama mjumbe nebo Bomet East nimehakikisha kwamba hata school fees for everyday school sahi nimefikisha watoto 100.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Tesetai kibagengeisiek cheterter chemobo serikali ak tetutik chebo kikimit kabatik chemengechen kobun kasuldaet nebo tetutik cheterter asikotyi bandab tai kolongei icheket en sobet. Agenge kibagengeisiek tugul nebo SNV kobun emetab Netherlands netestai kokochin kamuget kabatik chemengechen en counties 7 chebo emoni. Ole ineti kabatik akobo boisietab ortinwekab kasari en kabatisiet asinyor rurutik chemiten barak. Report neitwechun Eldoret kanabo Timothy Kiplimo.
Kong'ololchin sirikab logoiwek kasarta nekanam tuyet ak stakeholders cheterter cheboto sirikab logoiwek en makawet agenge nemiten kanasetab Eldoret komwa Judith Libaisi kobun SNV en emoni kole itorchingei ichek kokoch temik en counties 7 chebo emoni konetisiet akobo boisietab muswoknotet en kabatisiet koboto kasuldaetab kabatisiet en oret nemaweche itondab emet.
We are championing agri-food systems that are powered by productive use of renewable energy. We are working on breaking the silos between the various sectors that we work with as we address the issues of climate change, food security, youth employment, as well as focusing on how do we harness the power from solar.
Kamwa Libaisi kole itorchingei kibagenge inoto korik cheite 10,000 kobun counties 7 chebo emoni cheboto county nebo Kakamega, Bungoma, Busia, Nandi, Kericho, Nakuru ak Uasin Gishu.
We work together with smallholder farmers by training them, building their capacity as we link them to markets and also to productive use technologies, and we also work together with the small and medium enterprises, stimulating supply of regenerative agriculture inputs as well as productive use of renewable energy technologies. We also work with the government. We work together also with the government at all levels, the national level and also the county level.
Kosubkei ak Libaisi kokakoit kasarta nenyolu kikoch kimnatet temik chemengech en emet amu kabotichoto chebendi kokanaptoi sobonwekab biik chechang en emet koboto kokanapta uchumi nebo korikwak ak emet komugul.
We are looking into how can we just not think about smallholder agriculture in agriculture aspect, because at our total households requires total solutions, and total solution brings in the nexus thinking. With the nexus thinking, we are talking about offering a household solution ranging between food security, energy needs, health needs, and also addressing what we don't talk about most, which is about the gender issues and concerns.
Kong'eting kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Chitab Kalenjin kenyoru kamung'et nenwach en tetutiet nebo Kass Mashinani. Yeiwege ketestai ak tetutiet kunoto matiloitu.
Get Africa's best entertainment anytime, anywhere, and now for even less.
Here's what we're here for, duh.
With DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber.
Wow.
Just dial *400# then 0 to choose this DSTV offer. Select your Safaricom Home Fiber account and the DSTV Stream package you want, now at a discounted price. Then select your home fiber plan, confirm payment, pay using your M-Pesa PIN, and click on the link received to sign in to your new DSTV Stream account.
Simple.
Then enjoy the best movies, series, and sport in Africa at its best price ever. Only with DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber. T's and C's apply.
As the sun rises, so do we. As we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. StarTime's home solar solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life. Empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. StarTime Solar. Power your life.
There are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poyraz Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love. Passion. Power. Lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
Kimitei agobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitgei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, StarTimes channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 5552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit nechome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet nai.
June hadi 19th July, kila kitu inazangoja. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Reconnect GoTV yako for only 999 shillings today, only on GoTV.
This June, step into a bigger entertainment experience with more to love on us. We're talking more drama, more action, more unforgettable stories, all waiting for you. We're opening up our world of entertainment so you can view more.
Okay.
This June, pay for your current GoTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
Kwenye Star Times, Bei Chini, Burudani Juu. Enjoy kids' entertainment, the best football, Hollywood movies, gripping dramas, and so much more at fantastic prices. Buy the aerial decoder at only 1,399 shillings and the dish decoder at only 2,499 shillings. Say yes to unmissable entertainment. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 full month. And enjoy Teen Titans, Ben 10, and Pokemon Hunters on Cartoon Network. Gangs of Manila on ST Novella and Come Back to Me on Novella E+. TNA Wrestling and Blockbuster Hollywood movies on TNT. Download the Star Times own app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Lene ureriosek. Ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosek. Elekitokinige ngwondet nebo ureriosek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kongeten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amutik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
Atachin ketesta Kass Mashinani ole kitokchinigei kenyoru report nebo agenge netinyegei ak lumdetab report noto nenaat kou KenGen Sustainability Report netestai igorto nebo lumdetab report notok ole noto koboru boisiet noto netestai koyoe kibagengeit anan kampunit nebo KenGen en kamang'unetab kimnotet nebo stimet en oret neribe itondab emet. Bwatile kampunit noto ko agenge en kampunisiek cheindoi en kamang'unetab kimnotetab stimet en emetab Kenya.
Sustainable investments and unlock new economic opportunities for Kenya and the region. We are scaling our environment conservation efforts to reach 9 million trees by the year 2034, and we are exploring innovative financing mechanisms that can sustain this level of growth responsibly. But I want to be clear about what all of this is ultimately for. These ambitions are not about megawatts, our projects or infrastructure in the abstract. They are about people. They are about creating jobs, enabling industries, strengthening communities, protecting ecosystems, and building a future where economic prosperity and environmental responsibility are not trade-offs, but they are partners. As we mark this milestone, I wish to express sincere appreciation to our board of directors for their strategic guidance and unwavering commitment to sustainable governance. To our employees, the men and women who show up every day and make KenGen's mission real, that thank you. You are the engine behind everything in this report. And I wish that you give yourselves a clap. To our shareholders, regulators, investors, development partners, and host communities, your support challenges us to be better. That challenge is a gift, and we do not take it lightly. This sustainability report, the first of many, reflects our collective efforts and our shared commitment to building something that lasts. The launch of this report is not the end of a journey. It is the beginning of a deeper, more visible, and more accountable one. It reaffirms our promise to operate responsibly, create shared value, and remain answerable to the people and communities we serve. That accountability is not a burden we carry reluctantly. It is a responsibility we embrace with conviction. I invite every one of you, shareholders, partners, regulators, communities, and media, to engage with this report. Hold us to what we have committed. Ask us the hard questions. Come back next year and measure us against what we have said today. That is how trust is built. And that is how Kenyan intends to operate. Together, let us power Kenya sustainably and for generations to come. And maybe before I close, let me say that when we came here in the morning, we started a discussion, and we were thinking about the late Professor Wangari Maathai, and the PS, our chief guest, we wanted to make a humble request that part of this very beautiful environment, the Karura, can it bear Professor Wangari Maathai's name? So that generations that will come will remember that wonderful lady. I thank you, and I invite you to engage us. Asanteni sana. God bless you all.
Thank you. A round of applause for Bonasio again. Thank you for those very cogent, well-articulated remarks. We really do appreciate. It will be hubris of me to repeat them, but also I want just to invite you to head over now and pledge your allegiance, right, to sustainability. That's where we are headed to, all of us in this room, and where our finger also, as we raise it, is going to the true north.
Right. Report nebo Kenyan Sustainability Report. Kobatan nguni hamache kewekenge ketokchinge ministry noto nebo kimnatoshek ak mwanik ole testai en tuyet netinyegei ak kondetab siyet nebo konjinet nebo kenutab serikalitab emetab Kenya ak serikalit nebo emetab Rwanda. Noto ko netinyegei ak ibunet nebo mwanik ak tuguk alak che tinyegei ak mwanik and refined petroleum products choto chetokchingei emetab Rwanda kobaten che mondoen ortinwek chebo emetab Kenya. Ako noto ko tuyet neindochin minister nebo kimnatoshek noto ko Opiyo Wandayi komiten ak minister noto nebo mungaret nebo emetab Rwanda ole kimache sikimuch kecheng kityo report noto kesongot kimuchi kenyorun amun en nguni kotestai ngalalutik en kwenutab Opiyo Wandayi ak kandoik alak chebunu Rwanda. Ole mache ketokchingei ele testai en nguni en korik choto chebo Kass en Nairobi kekas kit netestai en yoto.
Something as momentous as today required us to reflect deeply on what we're about to embark on. And so I prepared a few remarks. CS, if you allow me to go through them. Your Excellency, Cabinet Secretary, senior government officials, captains of industry, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good morning. Good morning. What a remarkable day today. What a historic occasion today. What a defining moment for the Republic of Rwanda and the Republic of Kenya. It is a profound honor and privilege to be here today to sign and witness the agreements that establish a new framework for Rwanda's importation of bulk petroleum products through Kenya. This occasion represents far more than the execution of legal instruments. It marks the realization of a shared strategic vision and reaffirms the enduring partnership between our two countries. At the outset, allow me, on behalf of His Excellency President Paul Kagame, the government and the people of Rwanda, to convey our warm greetings from Kigali. We're deeply grateful to the government and the people of Kenya for the exceptional hospitality and friendship extended to my delegation. The warmth with which we have been received is yet another testament to the strong bonds that unite our two nations. Your Excellency, today marks nearly 2.5 years since we first convened to develop a framework through which Rwanda could once again import refined petroleum products through Kenya. I vividly recall our initial discussions with the then Cabinet Secretary of Transport and a distinguished gathering of senior government officials and industry stakeholders all united by the common determination to translate the vision of our two presidents into a practical and sustainable reality. In fact, I remember very clearly by then presenting our ask and somebody in the room in the back somewhere standing up and saying, I know the issue that Rwanda has and I know how we can resolve it. I won't mention who they are, but certainly they're a key figure in helping us reach today. So very grateful for this long journey and for us to be where we are today. I'm delighted to say that we have fulfilled that ambition. When we embarked upon this journey, we were guided by a single yet compelling proposition: that refined petroleum products destined for Rwanda should once again move through the Northern Corridor as our preferred import route, capitalizing on Kenya's world-class port infrastructure, efficient logistics ecosystem, and integrated regional pipeline network. Over the past 2.5 years, that vision has evolved from aspiration into a comprehensive institutional and commercial framework that will strengthen regional energy security, improve supply chain efficiency, enhance competitiveness, and reduce logistical complexities for Rwanda's petroleum sector. Your Excellency, the agreements we signed today collectively establish the legal, institutional, and operational architecture to give effect to this partnership. The Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum of Kenya and the Ministry of Trade and Industry of Rwanda provides the overarching strategic framework for bilateral cooperation in the petroleum sector. The tripartite agreement between our ministries and the Rwanda National Energy Company translates that strategic vision into a practical governance and implementation mechanism, defining the respective responsibilities of each institution. Finally, the transport and storage agreement between the Kenya Pipeline Company and the Rwanda National Energy Company establishes the commercial and operational framework that will facilitate transportation, storage, scheduling, handling of Rwanda's refined petroleum imports through Kenya's pipeline and terminal infrastructure. Together, these agreements provide certainty, predictability, and institutional confidence for both governments and the private sector, while laying the foundation for a long-term strategic partnership in petroleum logistics. Throughout the negotiations, our respective teams demonstrated exceptional professionalism, mutual respect, and an unwavering commitment to finding practical solutions. Allow me, Excellency, to extend my appreciation to you personally, to your colleagues at the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority. I saw Edward coming. The Kenya Pipeline Company. I've grown to know everybody in the room at a personal level, so I feel very committed and close to everybody. And to all the agencies, really, for the expertise, the patience, and the dedication that has made today's achievement possible. There were occasions, Excellency, when our teams required guidance. There were moments when our questions tested the patience of our counterparts. Yet at every stage, we were met with openness, technical excellence, and a genuine willingness to support our learning and understanding. As a result, Rwanda's institutions have significantly deepened their technical appreciation of Kenya's petroleum import systems, cargo nomination procedures, scheduling protocols, quality assurance requirements, tariff schedules and structures, and the operational disciplines necessary for efficient management of shared regional infrastructure. This institutional knowledge will serve us well as we move into implementation. Your Excellency, this partnership also demonstrates the transformative value of regional integration. As members of the East African community, our greatest comparative advantage lies not in acting independently, but in integrating our infrastructure, harmonizing our regulatory frameworks, and leveraging shared assets to reduce the cost of doing business across the region. On this point, it's even more fundamental that we are indeed shareholders in the Kenya Pipeline Company, and so we feel even more integrated into this system as possible. The Northern Corridor has long served as a strategic economic lifeline connecting our economies. By optimizing the utilization of Kenya's port and pipeline infrastructure, we're strengthening regional value chains, enhancing supply resilience, and improving energy security while advancing the broader objectives of regional economic integration under the East African Community and the African Continental Free Trade Area. Today's agreements, therefore, represent more than a bilateral arrangement. They are a practical demonstration of how regional cooperation can unlock efficiencies, create shared prosperity, and reinforce Africa's collective competitiveness in global markets. I therefore encourage our respective technical teams, under your leadership, Waziri, to commence the necessary scheduling, coordination, and operational planning to ensure a smooth and successful commencement of cargo deliveries in line with regional supply programs. We have traveled to Nairobi today, accompanied by the chairperson of Rwanda's Association of Petroleum Importers, Mr. Eric Mutaganda. His presence reflects the strong commitment of Rwanda's private sector to this initiative. Our oil marketing companies have been indispensable partners throughout this process. Their technical advice, commercial experience, and constructive engagement have helped shape our government's approach and ensure that the agreements we signed today respond to the practical market realities while removing many of the commercial and logistical barriers that have historically constrained this trade route. Excellency, as I conclude, I wish to reflect on the enduring friendship between Rwanda and Kenya. The spirit of Ubuntu that binds our peoples continues to flourish through expanding trade, growing investment, cultural exchange, people-to-people connections, and the deep trust that has been carefully nurtured over many years. Today's achievement further strengthens that bond and opens a new chapter in our bilateral relationship, one founded on shared prosperity, mutual confidence, and a common commitment to regional development. We return to Kigali filled with optimism and gratitude. We're deeply thankful to our two presidents for their visionary leadership, steadfast support, and unwavering commitment to strengthening cooperation between our countries. I look forward to returning to Kenya in the very near future, this time in Mombasa, to witness the arrival of Rwanda's first cargo under this new framework. And together, we can celebrate the beginning of what I am confident will be a long, successful, and mutually beneficial partnership. Asanteni sana.
Okay, thank you, Waziri. And I don't know whether it's in order for me to speak after my seniors have spoken. And I was supposed to do a vote of thanks. But Honorable Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Energy and Petroleum, Honorable Pio Wandai, Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry, Republic of Rwanda, Honorable Antoine Kajagwe, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Petroleum, PS Kelo Asama, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Afternoon to you. Yeah, I'll just make a few remarks. One is to really appreciate and thank all of you for this very important occasion. We've been looking forward to this for a long, long time, and we really appreciate the government of Rwanda for picking the Northern Corridor as your preferred route. We know we could have picked another route. KPC has been servicing about 10% of the Rwanda market. In 2025, we did about 42,000 cubic meters. Yet we have capacity to do even more. We can do tenfold of that market. We are elated that the page turns today for the better. And our assurance is that in line with all the marketing strategies, because we've been in Rwanda severally, trying to persuade Rwanda to use this corridor. We have enhanced our infrastructural capacity, and I'm sure in 2025 December we had the team from Rwanda who visited our facilities, just to persuade them that we have enough capacity to be able to handle Rwanda. Currently we have about 1.3 billion liters of storage, and we continue enhancing. We are currently doing about 38 million worth of storage in Eldoret and in Kisumu. And we have a pipeline coverage of about 1,342 kilometers. Importantly, we put systems in place so we can assure you of efficiency in terms of being able to service your orders, to be able to meet your demands. And we also have the Kisumu oil jet, which you can leverage on using the Lake Victoria. With the recent privatization of KPC, we are now positioned not merely as a critical national infrastructure, but we are also a strategic regional asset. And that is why we're happy when you are on board. We appreciate that Rwanda also invested quite a bit in KPC, and we even look forward for future investments in the company. So KPC's board and management, we've made every deliberate effort to create the necessary operational environment to ensure that Rwanda volumes are handled safely, cost-effectively, and efficiently through our system. And we take this opportunity to thank our Cabinet Secretary for spearheading the ratification of this trade. I thank Honorable Antoine for relentlessly championing this on the Rwandan side. Last but not the least, I most sincerely and commend the joint technical team. I think we had a joint technical team led by Zilpa and many others for spearheading this. We equally had a HEPRA, who I honestly thank. We had RNEC, we had the ministry, and we had the KPC. We thank you all for getting us here, and we really look forward to continuing the collaboration. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
Very good.
Yes, there was some remarks that were supposed to be received from Arnek, who are going to be the key player in this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll try. From the perspective of Arnek, it's mainly a vote of thanks. So Your Excellency, Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Minister, Honorable PS, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. So Arnek, we are happy to be here, and we are really thankful to both governments for signing the instruments that will allow Arnek to execute the mandate of bulk importation on behalf of the country. So that is MOU, tripartite agreement, the TSA that will be signed between Arnek and KPC. So we also thank the partnership and support that we've gotten from the Ministry of Energy, EPRA, the regulator, KPC, and other stakeholders. And we can only say this is just the beginning. Arnek stands ready, and as you have supported until today, I think we are going to hit the ground running. So we know that you continue to support us as we execute the mandate. We know there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of logistics, in terms of mobilizing the team that will follow this signing. So we thank you very much. I look forward to your continued support. Asante sana.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. All right. We may now proceed to the signing ceremony. I presume it will be done around where the Cabinet Secretary is seated.
Energy bossing.
Get Africa's best entertainment anytime, anywhere, and now for even less.
Here's what we're here for, duh.
With DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber.
Wow.
Just dial *400# then 0 to choose this DSTV offer. Select your Safaricom Home Fiber account and the DSTV Stream package you want, now at a discounted price. Then select your home fiber plan, confirm payment, pay using your M-Pesa PIN, and click on the link received to sign in to your new DSTV Stream account. Then enjoy the best movies, series, and sport in Africa at its best price ever. Only with DSTV Stream and Safaricom Home Fiber. T's and C's apply.
As the sun rises, so do we, as we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. StarTime's home solar solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life. Empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. StarTime Solar. Power your life.
There are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poira's Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love. Passion. Power. Lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitgei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, StarTimes channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
Kutoka 11th June hadi 19th July, kila kitu inazangoja. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Reconnect GoTV yako for only 999 shillings today, only on GoTV.
This June, step into a bigger entertainment experience with more to love on us. We're talking more drama, more action, more unforgettable stories, all waiting for you. We're opening up our world of entertainment so you can view more.
Okay.
This June, pay for your current GoTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
Kwenye Star Times, Beijini, Burudani Juu. Enjoy kids' entertainment, the best football, Hollywood movies, gripping dramas, and so much more at fantastic prices. Buy the aerial decoder at only 1,399 shillings and the dish decoder at only 2,499 shillings. Say yes to unmissable entertainment. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 full month. And enjoy Teen Titans, Ben 10, and Pokemon Hunters on Cartoon Network, Gangs of Manila on ST Novella, and Come Back to Me on Novella E+, TNA Wrestling and Blockbuster Hollywood movies on TNT. Download the StarTimes On app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Tokotesa komitong kayuisin bo yatetab tibik eng komosik cheterter chebo Baringo County mising eng komosik choton po Baringo South koboto komosik chebo Tiaty constituency choton kotesa komiten kayuisin nebo yatetab tibik eng kwenutab bororiosiek choton.
We are fighting inequality. We are fighting for justice for the girl child so that the girl child finds safe spaces for them to thrive, to develop, to get education, and to have a voice in their communities so that they contribute to the development of the world. So we are here as Christian women, to bring that justice in the name of Christ.
Kuspa kibagenge nenaat ku Jerry Safuto Girls nitelejin Chief Executive Officer Pauline Ndombura komaneten kole tomiten barak yatetab tibik eng bororiosiek chebo Pokot Ilchamus koboto Indores chimiten eng komosik choton Baringo County.
But the other parts of Baringo, like James, the FGM is rampant. And this is what we are trying to fight because girls are not going to school. Young girls are getting married to old women who are even fit to be their fathers or grandfathers. And that is encouraging the cycle of poverty because this old man will marry this girl today and the next year they will marry another. And this girl will continue in poverty. So we are here to be able to say no to this practice of young girls getting married very early by older men and finding a way for these girls to escape and go to school.
Hao wacheri Safuto walipokuja saidi ya dira, nikasikia kuna watu ambao wana sponsor watu na niko na hiyo hamu ya kwenda kusoma na kwenda shule. Sasa nikatorekea huko, wakati nilipofika huko wakanipokea vizuri sana, wakanilea, wakaniuliza mashida zangu, nikawaelezea vile walivyotaka kunitairi nikiwa mdogo. Tangu hiyo siku 2016 nikaenda shule, wakanisomesha, wakaninunulia kila kitu, wakaniprovidea.
We were asked in 2020 to come and help because there was a need to help girls that were escaping female genital mutilation and forced child marriage. And since 2020, we have been able to build a center for the girls in Tote, and we are now constructing a center here in Kimilel for girls so that they can have a safe place, a place to get their education, and to feel loved and secure.
Kongolo neten Miss Ndombura eng komosta nebo Kimalel eng kasarta nebo time nebo kayat kebeberta nekiriben tibik chekachelele yatetab tibik koboto katunisiet komengechen eng komoswek chebo Kimalel eng Baringo South. Kamwa neten Pauline Ndombura kole kakutiet noton bo yatetab kebeberta noton bo ripsetab tibik kokochin icheket kebeberta nekamuch komuchi eng kasarwek choton.
And since we came here last year, we have been able to establish a rescue center, which is in the making. It is almost ready, so that these girls from the James communities and other parts of Baringo, which are keeping this practice, have a way when they say no and they are in their homes, they will be cut, whether they like it or not. But if they have a way, somewhere to escape, they will be able to come. So we have been able to engage with the community, with the leaders, with the chiefs, and with other leaders of the community, and we have known where the problem is, and we are addressing that problem as stakeholders in this community, and more so with a rescue center that is here in Kimalel, a very beautiful.
Kwangu mimi nilikuwa nitairiwa na wazazi wangu, sikuwa nakubaliwa niende shule. Hasa wazazi walikuwa wanasema tu wewe utakuwa mali, babangu alikuwa anasema wewe utakuwa unalipa ile mali ambayo nilipeana kwa mama yako. Sasa nikaambiwa hakuna kwenda shule.
So we have girls in elementary school, we have girls in different boarding schools around the country, and also this fall will have 6 girls in university. So we are here to give girls a chance and a choice, a chance to get an education, to fulfill their vision and dreams of what they can be as a person.
Keberta noton po mugo mungen lagu choton komo na may TV kete pokala yang aktiftem naga mo ko tiakta embe tabraine TV kete pokala yang jaga mo kenet en ko ku noton po yaita ta tap TV chibo kasarita chinotin ko alternative right of passage joton gene di TV ripset up kai go botako ripset up kori kengo sabu kibatai.
Sasa mtoto msichana hata utoroke uende huko shule unatafuta tu mpaka utolewe mpaka nyumbani. Sasa saidi ya Marakwet wanaokopa ile saidi nyingine huko saidi ya Marakwet juu huko wakifika huko watachukuliwa hatia sana, lakini saidi ya Pokot wanakuja kukupata hata mtoni wa kuchukue huko.
When this rescue center comes, it will really help us as leaders, even the chiefs and the assistant chiefs, because whenever we identify them, we take them to hospital. After that, if you don't have a rescue center, they still go back to the same perpetrators. And that thing will always speak to other people who want to do that, because they know even if they're taken to hospital and all that, they will still catch up with them in the village and still try to kuwapatia tisho kwamba hakuna chochote kenye inaweza wafanyikia. With this rescue center, it has come at the right time to really assist us to make sure that we can have, whenever we have these girls, we rescue them and take them there, and they are safe, and every other time we can continue with lessons to assess them.
Kini kama neten Carol Ngetuny neten ko sub county administrator ko leto miten kora ka ku jinoton po ka tekta tabik chika muy ko ele luchenoton engang karu court anan ko kap kirwoge ne go sinsot engunuta families joton tinye ga yateta tab TV ko boto ka elta tab TV ko to mengage.
And we cannot forget to warn those people who are still thinking that they can work on FGM, defilement, that the law is right and always there to catch up with them every other time. We are sending a serious warning to those who are still thinking they can do their FGM huko nyuma, wafiche watoto huko nyuma na wawakekete. Hiyo haikubaliki katika the law. And the law is very clear. Even the Constitution of 2010, it has really helped us na imetupatia nafasi ya kutetea girl child. And sisi kama viongozi hatuwezi sahau kuwa warn those people who are thinking that they can do something and get out with it. It is a serious and standing offense, and we cannot compromise. Even those people who think they can do the kangaroo courts, from somewhere thinking that we can pay something and what have you. It is not allowed, and it will not be allowed. The law is catching up every other time and sooner.
Ko ngeten ta kabarnet baringo county lo gabe mechibo Kass ane go tom chipsoi.
Kenya, Twende Mbele, NCBA. Go for it.
There are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poira's Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love, passion, power, lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
11th June hadi 19th July. Kila kitu inazangoja. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Reconnect kwa TV yako for only 999 shillings today. Only on GoTV.
There are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poyraz Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love. Passion. Power. Lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
Kutoka 11th June hadi 19th July, kila kitu inazangoja. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Reconnect kwa TV yako for only 999 shillings today. Only on GoTV.
Atoshin mising chitab kolenjin inyorolekab emet en koindo kobun ketesiet nebo Kass TV nesomon logoichutok kwane Victor Korir. Ole kitounen tuinet nekatestai en korik choton chebo Kass Nep Towers en Nairobi ole komiten koyoe tuyet minista nebo kimnotosiek en emetab Kenya Opiyo Wandayi ak minista noton nebo mung'aret nebo emetab Rwanda kasarta nekendoi siyet icheket koyonjinet netinye ak loiset nebo mwanik ak tuguk alak chebo oil petroleum products chebune emetab Kenya kotokyingei emet nebo Rwanda. Kinyoru ng'alalet netestai en nguni nebo Opiyo Wandayi.
Commissioned by none other than His Excellency President
in barely 18 months, its national energy company. And the company has since been issued with an import, export, and wholesale of petroleum products license by the authority, that is EPRA. So I wish to thank, in a very, very special way, the Joint Technical Committee, comprised of members from the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum in Kenya, including the Kenya Pipeline Company, EPRA, and the Ministry of Trade and Industry in Rwanda. They have indeed been very, very instrumental in building the legal, commercial, and operational architecture for this trade arrangement. I must take cognizance of the fact that the import framework documents that have been signed today by all the relevant arms a process that much longer than initially anticipated. But here we are, finally. What we have signed today, ladies and gentlemen, is not just a legal framework, but a commitment by the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum and all agencies related to the petroleum subsector on our obligation, which is simple and firm. Kenya will provide a transit environment to guarantee security of supply of bulk refined petroleum products to Rwanda for the long haul. The volumes to Rwanda transiting through this corridor are set to grow more than tenfold, from roughly 50,000 cubic meters currently to over 500,000 cubic meters per annum. Looking ahead, we are extremely confident that these frameworks now in force, we will move swiftly into execution. Rwanda's maiden cargo, landing at the port of Mombasa in September 2026, will be the first true hallmark of our success on this front. And I know that my counterpart, the Honorable Minister here, is also committed to this, no doubt. We are looking forward to receiving that particular cargo with equal anticipation and celebration. So as I thank and invite the Honorable Minister, allow me to congratulate you, Honorable Minister, on your promotion from the position of Permanent Secretary to a full Minister. A richly deserved elevation, and through your tireless, indefatigable drive during this very process and many others. Honorable Minister, I thank you for your collaborative trust and for marching us step by step in pace and purpose, and I wish you well in your new role. We are all in this together. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me and join me again in a warm round of applause as I invite the Honorable Minister of Trade and Industry of the Republic of Rwanda to make his remarks. And as he does so, in the true spirit of Kenya, this is a wonderful day. So can we give them a round of applause? Karibu sana Waziri.
Waziri, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Energy and Petroleum of Kenya. Sure. I mean, maybe turn it like this. Honorable Minister, members of the media, good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be here today and to witness and sign these very important legal and commercial instruments today. At the outset, let me first express my honor and privilege to be here and the gratitude of the government and the people of Rwanda for the hospitality and warmth with which we have been received, that we have received throughout this entire process. This all began with the visionary leadership of their excellencies, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, and President William Samoei Ruto of Kenya, to be able to deepen our bonds, be able to deepen our commercial ties. And indeed, today, through your leadership, Excellency, Honorable Minister, we have achieved just that. The MOU, the tripartite agreement, and the transport and storage agreement that were signed this afternoon represent the beginning of elevating our trade and cooperation in the months and to beginning our cooperation in months to come. Rwanda's intention has always been logistics processes, optimization. And through these legal frameworks, we believe that presented by the Kenya Pipeline Company and the regulator for having supported this. This framework further that countries of the East African community can continue to strengthen their areas of collaboration, regional infrastructure frameworks like the pipeline, for which we're very glad infrastructure.
Aga kakonde siyet President William Ruto ngatutiet nebo County Allocation Bill 2026 koik ngatutiet ako notok ngatutiet newendi koteleljin anan koaroru ole kipcheitoi legutab emet ko eng kwenutab serikalit neo ak serikalishek chebo county kainde siyet bill notok in State House Nairobi.
Year 2024-2025 and the balance be shared on the basis of a basic to present the vellum copies of the bill for your consideration and assent.
Morning, Your Excellency. Permit me with your kind permission to present for your assent the County Allocation of Revenue Bill, Senate Bills number 10 of 2026. This is a bill that was introduced in the Senate by the Senator from Mandera County, Chairman of the Finance and Budget Committee of the Senate, Senator Ibrahim Ali Roba. Pursuant to Article 218 of the Constitution, the bill sets out in a schedule. Your Excellency, the bill also sets out budget ceilings for the current expenditure.
Excellency, sir, I now invite you to hand over the copies of the Act to His Excellency the Deputy President, Prime Cabinet Secretary.
Akitestai logoiwek chetinye ak President William Ruto ketokchinigei oret nebo Ngong Road Naivasha Road flyover nemiten Nairobi nekotestai teksenyin ole testai nguni President William Ruto ng'ololien yoto kasarta nekoindochi igorto nebo lumdaetab boisiet nebo oranotok.
Kilometers Kiambu Road corridor from Udaiga to Kiambu and its bypasses in a US dollar 221 million Kenya shillings 30 billion investment. This project will unlock faster movement of people and goods while opening Nairobi's northern metropolitan region to greater investment, housing, and commercial development. Together, these projects are systematically removing the transport bottlenecks that have restrained the growth of our capital city for decades. But building more roads alone is no longer enough. 21st century cities must also move intelligently. That is why we are implementing Nairobi's intelligent transport system, one of the most significant investments in smart urban mobility on the continent. The first phase, covering 25 signaled junctions and a modern traffic management center, is valued at $60 million, approximately 7.9 billion Kenya shillings, and is already under construction. The second phase will expand the system to 60 additional junctions through an investment of 13 billion Kenya shillings. The third phase, valued at 24 billion, will extend intelligent traffic management to another 125 junctions in our city. Upon completion, more than 210 junctions across Nairobi will operate through a coordinated real-time traffic management system that optimizes traffic flows, improves road safety, and significantly reduces travel time around our city. This is how, ladies and gentlemen, modern cities work. Not simply by building more roads, but by making every kilometer of infrastructure work smarter and more efficiently. Our vision extends beyond major highways. Through the Nairobi Urban Regeneration Program, we are undertaking one of the most ambitious urban road improvement programs in our nation's history. Today, 729 kilometers of urban roads are under routine maintenance. We are rehabilitating and upgrading 62 kilometers of road under phase 1 that is almost complete, which is already 85% complete at a cost of 1.9 billion. A further 59 kilometers will be upgraded under phase 2 through an investment of 1.7 billion. Phase 3 will deliver another 45 kilometers of road at an estimate of 2.5 billion. Our objective is straightforward. Every ward in Nairobi should benefit from modern, reliable road infrastructure. Development cannot be reserved for a few neighborhoods, while others are left behind. Every Kenyan deserves safe roads, better access, and equal opportunity. We are equally strengthening Nairobi's resilience through a shillings 2 billion drainage improvement program that will reduce flooding and protect homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure during periods of heavy rainfall. And that program already has been agreed between the city of Nairobi and the government of Kenya to make sure that that happens. Mobility is the foundation upon which modern cities are built. When transport is efficient, businesses become more competitive. Investors gain confidence, and goods reach markets faster. Workers spend more time creating value than sitting in traffic. Families reclaim time that would otherwise be lost on the road. That is why these investments matter. They are not simply investments in roads. They are investments in economic growth, productivity, competitiveness, and a better quality of life in our city. We will continue building infrastructure that supports enterprise, attract investments, and prepare Nairobi for the demands of a rapidly growing economy. We are determined to build a capital city that is efficient, that is connected, resilient, and globally competitive. A city worth of Kenya's place as an economic gateway to East Africa. I thank you very much for your attention. Asanteni sana. Nairobi hoye! Nairobi hoye! Mimi nimesoma hii taarifa wapi? Songa pale mbele.
chebo boritab Kalenjin en komosta nebo pwani nebo emoni kolos neranik chebo Gen Z en komosatab bo pwani en kamwa kole koimuch icheket koyai kambaget en oret nebo kalyet ak noton nekoipchi kobit kalyet ak keter ng'emisiet noton nekikeborionji en kambagoshek chekeyai en tai. Kondochin nebo kesheret nebo genge nebo Kalenjin Community en Mombasa, Benjamin Choge, komwa ichek kole makiborionji ng'emetab kalyet agetugul en kambaget nekoyai neranik en betutab kwang'wan kasi.
Tumekaa hapa ili tuweze kupongeza wananchi wote wa Kenya kwa sababu ya yale tuliweza kushuhudia siku mbili imepita on 25th, siku ya maandamano ya GNC. Honestly speaking, it was so good that Kenyans have decided to change their character. Wamekuwa watu wa kuheshimika na wamekuwa watu wa kutii sheria. Kwanza nataka nipongeze amani ambapo iliwekwa na Wakenya. Nataka nipongeze polisi wakiongozwa na IG. Kwa sababu mara ya kwanza tuliona IG akizunguka Kenya. Akizunguka kule Nairobi. Kutoka kwa station nyingine mpaka nyingine. Akaweka usalama, akaongoza wenzake kwa kuweka usalama. OCBDs ambao walitembea hapa Mombasa, tulikuwa na OCBD Chenulot ambaye alikuwa anatembea akiongoza watu pamoja na wale walikuwa wanaandamana. Kuna polisi wengine. Kuna OCBD wengine wengi na polisi wengine tuliwaona wakifanya kazi nzuri. Tunataka kuwapongeza na kuwapatia kongole kwa kazi nzuri. Kwa sababu ile kazi mnafanya inatuonyesha ya kwamba Kenya tumebadilika. Hiyo ni kwa section ya security. Congratulations na mfanye kazi nzuri namna hiyo. Hatujasikia mtu alikufa, hatujasikia mtu aliuawa na risasi, na hiyo ndio tunastahili kuiga kama Kenya. Na tunastahili kupongeza watu wote ambao walikuwa wanasimamia security. Asanteni sana. Nyinyi vijana GNCs, you've transformed a lot of things in Kenya. Politically tumeweza kusonga mbele kama wa Kenya kwa sababu ya ile mwamko wenu ambao mmeleta. Tunashukuru sana kwa sababu Kenyans, we want to appreciate our youth and we want to encourage you to go forward and to take forward this initiative in the best way and in the interest of the communities. Kwa sababu kama jamii hatuwezi kaa kando, tunastahili kupongeza nyinyi wakati mnafanya kazi mzuri. Na pia tunataka ku request, tuliona mambo mengi hiyo wakati wa 25. Ile ilikuja juu zaidi ni opposition leaders. Ndugu yangu ambaye ni baba wetu, ambaye nilisaliwa akiwa kwa uongozi, Kalonzo Musyoka, James Orengo, ambaye nilimuona akipigania maneno ya multipartyism in Kenya, akiwa anatubwa juu ya lori, akiwa anatubwa kwa matrela ya gari ya polisi. Baga juzi nimemuona akishika wamama mikono, wamama wale ambao walipoteza watoto wameshikwa mikono na hao viongozi. Wakati serikali walianza kutawanyisha watu, waliwaja wamama wamesimama pale. How can you be so, hata sijui kusema namna gani, sitaki kuwaambia vibaya, lakini tulishangaa kama Wakenya. Na mimi nataka niwaombe Wakenya, hiyo iwe picha ya kuona ya kwamba hakuna kiongozi hata mwenye ako kwa serikali atakwambia atasimama na wewe wakati wote, atakuaja.
Ya Gen Z ya mwaka huu imeset record ya kwamba sisi ni Wakenya. Damu ambayo iko katika damu yangu na damu ya ndugu yangu hawa anatoka katika tabaka mbalimbali, sote ni Wakenya. And the Gen Zs, they are teaching us a lesson irrespective of tribe, origin and where someone comes from. They are uniting the country and they are speaking one language, kwamba they need change. I'm really congratulating the area county commissioner Mombasa. Yeye alitembea na waandamanaji kutoka pembe za ndovu, akapokea malalamishi yao, ambayo baadhi yale malalamishi ni yale ambayo serikali imeweka pesa ya kukompensate wale watoto ambao tulipoteza. Nafikiri hiyo ni kitu muhimu sana, sisi kama Wakenya tunajifunza.
Ak chitab kolenjin choto kolegab emet chekaitu ngobon ketesiet nebo Kass TV nekasomonun kwanai Victor Korir amakun betut nemie.
Kimitei agobo inye ago kimita siginetkei kibaibaitkei ak inoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet nai.
Numerous cases of people falling asleep have been reported across the African continent. No one can explain this phenomenon.
With 24/7 FIFA World Cup coverage, sleep can wait. Everything can wait. Reconnect GoTV Yako for only 999 shillings today, only on GoTV.
As the sun rises, so do we, as we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. StarTime's home solar solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life, empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. StarTime Solar. Power your life.
There are stories that make the heart race. Where love is born in the most dangerous moments.
Ali was actually Poyraz Ali.
Each secret can destroy everything. Love, passion, power, lies.
It's not the first time you let me down. It was my mistake for trusting an idiot like you.
The dramas that make you feel everything. Catch the sizzling episodes of Sins and Roses at 4 p.m, Domenica Monteiro at 5 p.m, Be My Sunshine at 6 p.m, and Avenida Brazil at 7 p.m, Central African Time. Only on Novelas Plus.
Lene ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lene ureriosiek elekitokyinige ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab kei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amotik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi
Chamgee biikab Kalenjin en tugul ole omi, among'u mi en chametabgee. Kimi raini ak toek koyob counties cheterter ako amoche sokochi icheket nafas asikomwagee kole bunu ano akomwa